It is.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Right, hello internet. Back to playing more Kameo.
Welcome everyone. We are the Grin brothers. So,
Ow.
given that you've had time to think, what do you think?
What?
Well, in regards to the three Avengers movies, you know, which do you think is better or worse? You know, Iron Man 1, Thor 2, or Ant-Man?
Probably actually go with 4-2.
Which is better or worse?
That's the best.
As the best of them. Well, I don't. You know, I do sort of agree because I can't decide between these three. I do think that aside from how boring Malekith is, I do think I had a more positive experience with Thor 2 overall. Like for instance, well with Ant-Man, I think the problem is although it's really good, I can point out a lot of criticisms of it. Whereas Iron Man is like solid overall, and Thor 2, aside from the main villain being boring, there isn't really a negative I have for it.
Well, I mean, the villain being boring kind of is the negative.
Yeah, but the fight the villain has is really cool, though. Like, sure, the villain itself is boring, but it's you know, given that the Marvel villains outside of Loki and Yellow Jacket have never actually really been all that good to begin with, anyway. For these Marvel Cinematic Universe films, you know, it's not really surprising at this point to have a poorly done Marvel Cinematic Universe villain.
Yeah, good day.
And yes, they are.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Wish the dogs weren't barking.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate, isn't it? Shut up!
That worked. Inside the water temple, as more fire creatures appear. And an archer. Oh, go sort out the doggies.
I mean, they should mostly be fine.
I get up and suddenly they're quiet.
I'm gonna eat this guy.
No.
And then I'm gonna spin to win.
Yeah, I'd probably
This
put
terrible
Ant-Man
idea.
as the lowest simply because while it does have lots of high points, there's a lot I can criticise about it. You know, how forced would you say that romance is in Ant-Man?
Far too forced. I mean, really?
The power of boxes! Raph, remember, the fire will burn away the wood.
What's... oh, Jesus. That was...
Legend of K.
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
The fire will burn away the wood. You get behind like a wooden box and it stops the fire completely. It's like, you know, these wooden boxes are working a lot better than they said they would.
Yeah. Now I'm fighting 2 fire guys and a bunch of stuff I can't involve in.
Don't worry, you got plenty of their heads.
Yeah, I literally hate this entire dungeon. Everything about it is just bad.
What is it with water temples being terrible dungeons?
Oh, it's terrible because you're this thing.
Guy.
And he sucks. So bad.
Yeah, after that, After that, it's whether I prefer Iron Man 3 or Guardians of the Galaxy.
I prefer Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy is funnier, but it doesn't actually have any really good fight scene. Like, ever. Like, I mean, that one opening, it has some good action scenes per se. But you don't get a proper fight against Ronan at the end. Anything like that. It's definitely the funniest of the movies.
Yeah.
But I think I'd put Iron Man 3 over simply because the final fight was really good. And Iron Man 3... well, I do kind of like Ronan as a villain because he doesn't fit in with the rest of the movie at all. Like, yeah. He's literally completely serious, whereas everyone is making jokes left and right.
Yeah, even for the villains, he's a lot more serious than most of them. Please stop this. You're supposed to be stunned.
Then it'd be Captain America Winter Soldier. Because that was really good. Then I'd say the first Avengers and the Marvel Cinematic Universe, I'd say Avengers 2 is kind of the best in my opinion.
Yeah. I'd agree with you on that.
One, because Hawkeye got more involvement, and Hawkeye's involvement was absolutely brilliant in Avengers 2. My favourite Avengers character, Vision, got introduced. I really do like a Vision. Quiet, doggies! And what else? Oh yeah, I liked Ultron as a villain in it, even though I don't think he acts much like Ultron. Probably because he was made by Iron Man in the movies rather than Ant-Man.
Yeah.
So of course, naturally, he acts very differently. But what I like about Ultron's involvement in Avengers 2 is that in Avengers 1, when they had to fight all the sort of minor enemies, they were just a random army sort of pulled out of nowhere.
Yeah.
With no sort of historical justification or build-up. Whereas in Avengers 2, all the villains, including the minor enemies, they're all Ultron. So they all kind of have some significance to them.
Yeah.
And the whole case of you can't let a single one go undestroyed.
Yeah.
It adds more weight to every sort of fight they're having with the Avengers are having with their enemy, because all of the enemy is the main villain, and they're all got some importance to them. Unlike in Avengers 1, where they just kind of fit, it's just generic foot soldiers, really.
Yeah.
Generic.
Look, what a surprise! This again.
I mean, foot soldiers can.
But with an extra one.
I mean, foot soldiers can work technically, but
it's kind of dull for a finale.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess they were fighting Loki as well.
Yeah, but Loki was just everyone got a shot at humiliating him, really.
Yeah.
I mean, they couldn't give Black Widow her shot during the finale because she already, shot him down quite well. Admittedly, it was part of Loki's plan, but it still was a nice sort of shutdown.
I hate this entire dungeon. I hate using this character. I hate everything about him. Everything he does.
Yep.
Everything that he is.
I wonder if this is how that Aquaman game plays. Or if this is... Nah, submarines tend to control better because they move slower. Like, submarine games seem to, at least from what I've played with Steel Diver, they seem to be made intentionally slow and stiff because it's a submarine. And submarines don't move fast. That Steel Diver Sub Wars game they made for the 3DS, I didn't really sort of invest much time into it because it was playing on the 3DS, and I just don't think that's as well suited to it as a console. But I think its idea could actually work really well. I just think that it's more of a console sort of style game than a handheld, because it's very slow paced, and it's like a first person shooter if you combine it with an SRPG in a sense. Like, it's not turn based, but because you move so slow, there's still like a level of strategy to it. And because you're underwater, all the weapons move slowly. So it's like, at what point will that person move into the weapon per se?
Yeah.
It's funny. People sort of hype about Nintendo creating new IPs. And some
they do, everyone ignores it.
Yeah, and some people suggested Nintendo. A good way to sort of like have a Nintendo system sell would be to have a new IP. The 3DS, which did pretty poorly in its initial sales and only really picked up after Super Mario 3D Land and Mario Kart 7 and Fire Emblem Awakening. That game launched with a new Nintendo IP, Steel Diver, and yet it was completely ignored.
Yeah. The game and the console.
I mean, it's funny, given how big of a success the 3DS is now. I mean, it's not as big a success as the DS, but, that's what was to be expected.
Yeah. Kind
of hard to top such a strong selling system. It's like, I don't think anyone expected the Wii U to sell as well as the Wii.
No.
I mean, that's not to say the Wii U sold well, really. It certainly could have done a lot better, frankly, which, would have helped if I actually got any advertisement.
Yeah.
And was cheaper, because $350 was a bit much for an initial price. given that people were used to the Wii, which sold at like, what, 150 to 200? No, 180 I think initially. This is very epic music for this place.
The worst place in literally the entire game.
I'll be annoyed if this is the one moment the music is too loud, just this water temple. It's like, everything went wrong here.
I wouldn't care.
Like, not even our audio recorded correctly.
People could completely skip this and still live a happy, fulfilled life. I'm not even gonna bother.
No! I wanted company! I love how these swords are making a whack sound.
I have no idea what he just said, I don't care either.
Apparently German. Something about schnitzels.
I'm just gonna like completely ignore as much of this as I can. I hate it so much. I think we shouldn't be too far from the boss either. I think there's like one more area to go through. Oh no, we're at the boss.
Now you can finally show me this wonderful boss fight you have long been waiting to do.
Can I not just leave this woman for dead? Can't even remember what spirit I get. Might be the Yeti. Oh here, he's ugly as hell. Right.
Let me give your grandma a kiss.
That's the wrong spirit. That's also the wrong spirit.
That's not the spirit you want to be using, but you have to.
Ow, ow.
That's hurting you.
Yeah, if you go into the electric, do I have to use these? Well, that didn't work.
I don't think that'll work.
I'm pretty sure what I have to do.
That was not it.
It's effectively what I have to do. Do I have to ram it into hit? Let's see what this guy has to say.
This must be Corellis.
Lure him in the water so that we can attack.
Wait, explosion. Yeah, I think you'll have to, actually go around closer to him next time.
No, you have to...
I mean, that's not an easy way to do it. You should have, like, I don't know, a spirit with a baseball bat. Oh, there we go. Because you're almost dead. Now, deep sea. If you can see him. I gotta move this off of the laptop. Very awkward. There we go. Okay.
Oh, I'm out of energy.
I was worried I was going to end up hitting stop there. Oh, now you can... You firing torpedoes then?
Effectively.
Ooh, that's a lot of health you've lost.
Yeah, I know. See, the problem is...
I think something that managed to make video games always look nice, regardless of, how they age, is good water effects.
See, here's the thing. I don't think... Yeah, deep sea water is way too weak.
Yeah. Which is weird. Deep sea... Oh, you destroyed one tentacle.
Oh, I can continue hitting him.
If you can see. Oh, wow.
You see the problems I have with this boss?
Yep.
To be fair, I'm doing better than I normally do.
Yeah.
I managed to hit him twice within...
You made this sound like a much bigger deal.
I managed to hit him twice within like 5 minutes.
Yep. Like, you made this sound like it's a nightmare, and yet...
It was.
Oh. Rolling around at the speed of a averagely speedy hedgehog. I mean, you know, it's actually sonic speed here. Oh, that hit. Does your oil turn into torpedoes when you're underwater?
No, my oil becomes thrust.
That was quick.
Yeah.
May need to grab yourself some health.
I don't even know where the health is.
In the boxes.
Yeah, I know, but it's a matter of finding it.
That was a very annoying way the bomb decided to turn. Like, it's funny that they chose, of all things, a roly-poly creature to try and knock bombs into an opponent. It's like, ah, like they didn't want to make this easy for you. No sort of like spirit that, you know, uses its hands to pick up an item.
Oh. I know. Nope, that killed me.
Oh, we should probably stop here. Well, I've never seen this before.
It's game over screen.
Ah. She just burns into fire. Okay, so we'll stop here and you'll